First, you need 1 medium skillet. Then you need 1 tablespoon of butter. Then you place the 1 tablespoon of butter into the skillet cooked on medium-low, so about 3. Then you need 2 teaspoons of finely minced garlic and a ½ cup of almond meal. Once the butter has completely melted in your skillet, you then want to add 2 teaspoons of your freshly minced garlic and your ½ cup of almond meal. Once all of that is done, you want to stir for approximately 8 minutes on low until your almond meal turns brown. Then you want to add a pinch of salt and pepper to taste and 2 teaspoons of minced fresh parsley. After 8 minutes and your almond meal turns brown, you then want to remove from heat, so set it aside, and then you want to add your pinch of pepper and salt and your 2 teaspoons of minced parsley, and then you want to stir completely together and set aside for the rest of the meal until everything else is done. Now to start your mac and cheese, you need a medium saucepan. You then want to place water into your medium-sized saucepan and on the stovetop at about medium-high heat, so around 6. You want to add a pinch of salt to the water to give it a little bit of salt-watery taste to add more flavor to the noodles, and let the water boil completely through before adding your noodles. Now it's time to get out your 1 pound of elbow macaroni. Then after approximately 5 minutes, your water will be completely boiled and you will want to add your noodles. After about 15 minutes, your noodles will be cooked all the way through. You then want to take it over to your sink area and dump your noodles into a strainer. You will then need 1 large saucepan and 2 tablespoons of butter. You then place your 2 tablespoons of butter in your large saucepan and wait for the butter to thoroughly cook through. Now you need 2 tablespoons of flour. Once your butter has completely melted at the bottom of the pan, you then want to add your 2 tablespoons of flour to it and then whisk together for about 1 minute. Your next ingredients are 2/3 cup of Guinness, 1/2 cup of half and half, 1½ cups of 2% milk, and 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Also, you need 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of ground pepper. Now, using all of those ingredients, you want to pour your 2/3 cup of Guinness, your 1/2 cup of half and half, your 1½ cups of 2% milk, your 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and put your 1/2 tablespoon of salt and 1/4 tablespoon of pepper into your large saucepan, and then mix together until you get a smooth substance. Now you need 1/4 cup of cottage cheese and 3½ cups of cheddar. Once you have achieved your slightly thickened substance, you then want to add your 1/4 cup of cottage cheese and 2½ cups of your 3½ cups of cheddar and mix together for about a minute. Once all your ingredients are well mixed, you then want to add your 1 pound of elbow mac and cheese and mix together for several minutes. Once your noodles are completely mixed with your ingredients, you then want to add your remaining cup of cheddar and mix well until completely combined. Once your meal is completely done cooking, you then want to place into a serving bowl and then add your toppings.